Right, so Creative Commons is a system that builds on top of copyright. It's a system where authors and artists get to mark their creative work with the freedoms they intended to carry. So if you are a scholar and you want people to freely copy and to distribute your work, and rather than having a copyright sign that then says, contact me to get permissions, you have a Creative Commons sign that says, I've waived my copyrights for the purpose of you distributing this work. So what it does is give creators a simple way to say some rights are reserved and some rights have been waived, and here are the rights that have been waived. And the idea was, we recognized that the creators in the world don't all fit the model of Britney Spears. There's an important kind of creativity that says we want to control perfectly how people use and distribute our work. I don't mean to belittle that kind of creativity, but every creator is not that kind of creator. And there are creators out there like scholars, like teachers, like kids, like ordinary people who don't create for the money but create for the love of creativity, whose model is share and share alike and build upon my creativity. And we just built a simple set of copyright tools to enable them to say that. The only question is whether governments can be dislodged from their extraordinarily backward way of looking at this. And its most striking thing about this experience is that it felt like I entered a time machine when I came to this extraordinarily beautiful place, not only because I'm standing in the middle of this extraordinarily old structure, but also because the debates feel like they're debates from a decade ago, as if no one has read anything that has been published since 1999 about this issue, as if to question the extreme forms of enforcement of copyright means that you oppose copyright. It's this simple binary thinking that has been so extraordinarily destructive. And as much as government ministers are obsessed with the concern to protect dying industries, as the Minister for Culture said last night, they also should be concerned about producing a culture of illegality and producing a generation of kids who think, I'm a criminal because the law says I'm a criminal and that's okay, I believe in my criminal behavior. It is much more important to worry about the culture of criminality which the existing system produces, and to address it in a direct way, not by the typical American solution of fighting an ever more vicious war against the enemy, but instead by thinking about an alternative system of copyright that could actually achieve the objectives of compensating artists and no longer turn a generation of kids into criminals.